Welcome back to Next Gen Investing. It's time for a look at a developing story with Kevin Green, senior markets correspondent here for the network. So Kevin, we are talking Lucid. Lucid with a pretty sizable move lower today despite unveiling this new model. So not enough to excite investors, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. We are seeing the shares move to the downside around 8% at this point in time here. And that is because, as you kind of just noted here, they did announce a new model that's going to be on the cheaper side. It's going to be the lowest cost model that they are offering here. And the reason why we are seeing shares pull back down is because the margins for this business is already really difficult. And so investors are a little bit concerned that having a cheaper model will also eat into margins, and that could take longer to be able to generate profitability. Now, this new model is a single motor rear wheel drive version of the Air Pure sedan, and it's priced at $77,400 at this point in time. It's $5,000 cheaper than Lucid's previous lowest cost Air model. Now, they are taking orders immediately on this particular model. Let's see how the demand is going to be when it comes to not only just this model, but maybe some of the other models that they're offering here. But once again, it's been a very tough year when it comes to Rivian. Their stock is down around 17% year to date, and they haven't been able to get that push to the upside because of headwinds, especially when it comes to the price cuts and the cash burn that they've been experiencing in their business.
Yeah, and I think it's just been an ongoing story for Lucid. It hasn't necessarily been just today, the catalyst to some of this selling. I mean, shares are down so significantly from highs here. And do you think that's just because they do serve in the more luxury realm of EVs? Not only is this space still developing, but they're also, some of their models are extremely high end, even with this price reduction we saw from the newer model.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they are catering to a higher end consumer. And at this point in time, there's a lot of competition within the space. And they also have had some issue when it comes to the supply chain matters. And that's been causing this little bit of a backlog here when it comes to orders. And we have seen customers really canceling their orders because it's taking them too long to be able to deliver. So once you have this supply chain or this production and delivery issues, sometimes that could also hurt your brand. But when you're looking at some of the quality of their products and a lot of the reviews, they're having glowing reviews, but once again, I think this is more of a branding issue, and then they just really need to find their niche within the marketplace. A lot of competition, especially in a high interest rate environment. They have been able to gain some market share when it comes to some of the technology that they've been able to develop and partnering with other players within this space. And a lot of investors think that that might be the area that they should focus on here in the future, since production and trying to ramp up production is just very difficult in this environment.
Yeah, and I do know that one bright spot that they're always mentioning, and they did mention in this press release today, is that they have the longest range as far as any vehicle goes, even some of the more luxury-based Teslas, but not enough to enthuse investors. And I would say right now, spending $75,000, $82,000 on a vehicle, around that range. I mean, not my market, definitely not where I'm shopping. But we will leave it there. Great breakdown, Kevin Green, senior markets correspondent here for the network.